Welcome to the project site for Semanhyia Learning and Development Farm. We have very good progress going on, and like always, we would bring you updates on how far things are going over here. They say water is life. Since that is true, then I come bearing good news for you today, because Semanhyia Learning and Development Farm has life today, literally and practically. The good news is we have generated our own source of water, and as I speak with you, the whole process of drilling a borehole is ongoing. Welcome to Farming in Africa channel. Please, if you are new here, we have a lot for you. You would want to do yourself a favor and subscribe to this channel. If you're already a subscriber, you know what to do. Please hit the notification button so you'll be the first to be notified whenever we bring you something new. Please, let me introduce to you consultants on the water project going on right now at the site, and he is called Dapa Ankara. Hello, Dapa.
Hello.
Good to have you here. Thanks for giving me some minutes of your time. So we're excited because finally we have our own source of water on the land. And I understand as a consultant we would want to drill you, just like you're drilling our land right now, on a few things. I think on behalf of all of our viewers who are also interested in learning something, the first question I have for you is, what do you guys consider? What factors do you consider when you want to drill a borehole anywhere you go?
Thank you very much.
Sure.
So basically the very first step to consider is the accessibility of the drilling rig, which we use to drill the borehole. Because if you site a location and then the machine is not able to access the place, then you can't be able to drill the borehole. So that's basically the first step that we do consider.
Oh, I see.
Yes. And then also we do consider the effects on the local ecology in terms of how it affects the living organisms around that area.
I see.
Exactly. And then where we will be able to do our survey and ascertain that we're going to get water that is of high yield for the project that we are using it for.
Great. So I understand before you even arrived here today, you had come previously to do some surveys.
Yes.
What were you looking for during those surveys?
So we're basically looking for where we would get good water in terms of yield, the volume of water for the project which is being used for. Exactly. Because it's not everywhere that you drill that you get water.
Yes, that's
so you need
true.
to be sure of where you are drilling, and that you should be certain that you're getting water where you are drilling.
Interesting. I want to ask you again, because you mentioned one of the first factors you look out for is accessibility of your, what do you call the machine again?
The drilling rig.
The drilling rig.
Yes.
So, to link it with what you just said, if you find a spot where you would get very good yield of water, but there is no accessibility to the drilling rig, what do you do?
We would probably find other ways. Probably if the road is not good, if we can probably bring in a tractor to be able to get us there. Fine. But then if we try every means and we just can't access it, you just have to look for a different location.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
So first of all, you will try means and ways around it
exactly.
before you look at other alternatives.
Exactly.
Oh, that's great. I think I would want you to typically run us through the process of drilling a borehole. I think this is my first time seeing it from scratch till this stage like that. So I'm a lay person, just like some of my viewers. Take us through. Remember, I'm a lay person. I'm not a hydrogeologist.
Okay. So basically, the borehole drilling is broken into 4 stages.
4 stages.
Exactly. So we have the surveying stage, which is which I just explained to you earlier.
Yes.
We have the drilling, construction, and then the mechanization.
So we have the survey stage, the drilling stage.
Yes. Construction
stage.
Yes, and then the mechanization.
Mechanization stage.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the drilling is basically about, it starts from drilling through the soft overbedding to the bedrock. That is overbedding. So the overbedding is basically the soil mass, the unconsolidated soil mass sitting on the bedrock.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you first off drill through that to the bedrock.
Yes.
Then we're fixing something called a casing. It's a temporary case, it's a metallic casing to be able to protect the hole from collapsing. Then, then you go on by drilling through the bedrock to where you get the water and make sure you've gotten enough water before you stop drilling.
Okay.
So basically that's the whole drilling stage where you drill through the overbedding, fixing your casings, then you penetrate through the rock and then get your groundwater to the desired depth that you want. Then after that, you'd fix in you call something blue PVC pipes. So those PVC pipes, that's what contains or stores the water inside the well for us. So that's the construction stage where you fix in that. And then also we pour in gravels. Yeah, those chippings. Yes. In order to filter the water to make it very like clear and white.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
True.
So that's basically about the construction stage. Where you do that.
Yeah, I get it.
And then afterwards,
mechanization.
That's the installation of the pump, and then the connection to your poly tank or whatever purpose you want to use the borehole for.
Okay, I picked something from what you said that when you get to your desired depth.
Yes.
So use ours for an example. How do you determine the depth we want?
So mostly one thing to consider also is the purpose of the borehole, because if you are drilling for a household, the volume or yield of water would probably be different from somebody who is using it for a big project.
That's true.
So in when you're using it for commercial projects, you're looking for very high volumes of water. That's why in the first place we do the surveying to ascertain that you get high yield of water. Exactly.
So you know the purpose for which we are drilling the borehole.
Exactly. So as we are doing the drilling, there's something called airlift. You see, the machine makes use of air, compressed air. So that is what flushes out the water. So we're able to determine the yield, as in an estimated yield. Based on the airlift. Exactly. So if we feel we are convinced enough, based on the airlift, with regards to the yield or volume of water that we want, then we can, And then also one thing we consider is the aquifer. That is the soil or rock medium that stores and transmits the water.
I see.
Exactly. So you should be able to ascertain as to whether you've gotten your aquifer, which can be able to store and transmit your water. Exactly. So a lot of factors comes into play.
I see.
Exactly. So you don't basically, you can't just say every single bore, this is the depth that you want to go. It depends on everywhere. There are places where you can intercept the water very early. There are certain places that you would also not intercept the water very early. Exactly.
I've heard before that in the drilling of a borehole, if it's not deep, the water won't be clear. I mean, I hope you understand me.
I understand.
Is it true, or it's just a myth, or what would you say to that?
It depends. It can be true, it can be untrue. Depending on the nature and then of the soil or the rock material. As I already said, an aquifer. So you can actually get your aquifer at a very shallow depth. Exactly. And then you can also get the aquifer at a very deep depth. So it's up to the consultant to be able to ascertain whether that is the real aquifer, which is bearing the water for the rock.
I see. Hi viewers and lovers of Semanhyia L&D Farm. I believe just like me, you are learning something. And like I said, we are very excited because practically we are seeing things get up out of the ground. And right here today, we are drilling a borehole, which would be our source of water. I want to use this opportunity to thank all of you who have been donating to us. The donation link is www.farminginafrica.com/donate. I promised you that all of these donations coming in would be channeled straight into the project. This is a clear example. So I want to also encourage all of you, even if you are new to this channel, this is the kind of projects we are on. Go through our previous videos to see our history, and yes, we are going to put your money to good use. So please, the link once again is www.farminginafrica.com/donate. Thank you in advance for donating to this innovative project. I think I would have a last question for Dapa Ankra. And by the way, like I said, he is a consultant, a hydrogeologist for Mark Tech Drilling and Construction Company Limited. They are based in Koforidua in the eastern region, but hey, wherever you need them, I believe they would be available for you. I think I would be the sun. It's too much today. So my last question for you is, what do you do when you encounter obstacles? So you've done the survey, you didn't see any hindrances, and then on the day of the process itself, I don't even know the kind of obstacles you might encounter. So maybe enlighten me on some of the obstacles in your work you encounter and how you overcome them.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We do face obstacles at times.
What kind of obstacles?
Sometimes, as I rightly said, where you drill through the overbedding, intercept the rock, and then you just drill. Sometimes it doesn't come easy like that. You can just go through the overbedding, you intercept certain boulders, another layer of soil mass comes before the rock again. So you see, it sort of becomes something else because what is used in drilling the overbedding is different from what is used in drilling the rock.
I see.
Exactly. So that is why it's more like a teamwork. So in mostly those instances, the whole team should come together and then share ideas. And then also in instances where, as I rightly said, with regards to these geological formations, when it comes into play, sometimes we require certain special equipment. So we just find a way to get those equipment in order to be able to finish the work.
I saw one of your workers bringing all of these samples from time to time as they started to drill.
Yes.
I'm just curious. Educate me and the viewers as well.
Okay.
What's up? What's up with the whole thing?
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, we are trying to bring what is on inside the ground to play. So these are the very all the layers that we've drilled through. So every single layer that we drill through, we try to take a sample, in order to be able to differentiate the layers of soil layers and then the rock layers within, and then also to be able to ascertain where we intercepted the water as well, and then other factors that we get within the drilling, in order to help in the construction, as in where to put in the pipes, where you get water, and then where not to put the. You see the pipes, they are two. There are ones which are slotted and there are ones which are very plain. So you put the slotted ones where you get water, for the water to exactly. So these ones are able to help us. And then also, with regards to these things, when somebody who understands the job also comes around, is able to understand whatever we've done here. So let's just say I wasn't here when they started drilling. When I come here, when I take a look at this, I can be able to tell them how to do the construction, how to go by the whole thing exactly. I don't have to be here to be able to know.
So you mentioned each layer or sample helps you to determine what stage or what has gone on so far.
Exactly.
And I like something you said, that you can look at a sample and be able to tell at what point they intercepted
the water.
Yes. Have I used your terms right?
Exactly.
So looking at the samples we have here, please show me at what point we intercepted the water.
So they are also arranged in fives, which is every 5 meters. So we take them at every meter. Every 1 meter you take a sample. Every 1 meter you take a sample. So it just goes like that. So it was at this layer that we started intercepting the water.
Which layer? Can I touch it?
Yeah, you can touch
Which layer?
Yes, here. This is the 20th layer.
20th layer?
That's into the 20th meter.
Wow, okay.
Exactly. So you can see the whole thing change here. And then also when you touch it, you can feel it's very wet.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Exactly.
Like a mix of cement and stuff. And
then also the colorations are different. So you can. So this is the actual bedrock. You see, when you start penetrating through the rock, some places are sort of partially weathered.
Okay.
Exactly. So these zones are partially weathered, and this is the actual bedrock. Because you can see from here, the color change is the same.
Yeah.
That's compared to this area.
Okay.
Yes.
So beyond this point, what goes on?
So beyond this point, we basically, so when you strike your water, you're able to, because there are instances where you can strike the water and the water might not be enough for you. You still have to drill deeper.
Yes, that's
exactly. That's why we continue drilling. So we get to a point where you feel, okay, the water we've had is enough.
Okay.
Sometimes as you go deeper, you can intercept another layer of water, which would increase the volume of water.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which is what we need, right?
Exactly.
For a commercial project like
Exactly.
this. Oh, okay, that's great. Now, I want to say thank you once again for standing with me in this scorching sun. You guys have to be here. You really have to pay this site a visit. Believe you me, you're going to love it. So we have a hydrogeologist who has basically educated us on what it takes to drill a borehole. And I learned something. I want to believe you've learned something as well. Once again, all your donations are being channeled into the projects we have going on. At the moment, we are drilling a borehole, which should be our own source of water right here at the farm. And we want to say thank you. And thank you in advance for continually bringing us your kind and generous donations. So to hydrogeologist Dapa from Mark Tech Drilling and Construction Company Limited, located in Koforidua in the eastern region of Ghana, we want to say thank you and for the education you've given us. We are grateful. Thank you very much. Guys, thank you. We'll come your way again with more updates on the farm. Like I told you, we are going to be as transparent and as truthful with you as possible. Stay tuned for the next video that comes your way. We love you and thank you so much.